Welcome, buddy, to NXT. I am James Rollins. We're here in the WNR Universe, 2 weeks out from Stand and Deliver. And what a show we have for you tonight.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Honolulu, Hawaii, the NXT Women's North American Champion, Ruca.
Well, we have so much going on, and let's explain a few things right now. Like I said, 2 weeks from Stand and Deliver. But tonight, the Women's North American Champion, Ruca, is going to team with the NXT Women's Champion, Giulia, to take on Stephanie Vaquer and Lyra Valkyra. What way to start? Then our main event is going to be Stand and Deliver implications. Oba Femi versus Omos, with Trick Williams, the NXT champion, special guest referee. That is not all. Of course, Roadblock last week, and Giulia overcome the biggest roadblock in her NXT career so far, beating Jada Parker. But now she's got a fatal four-way to contend with at Stand and Deliver.
And her partner from Tokyo, Japan, the NXT Women's Champion, Giulia.
Well, 3 of the women in this match here tonight will be in that fatal four-way for the NXT Women's Championship at Stand and Deliver. Stephanie Vaquer, Giulia, Lyra Valkyra, and the fourth woman we're going to find out next week on NXT, with just a week to go even, to Stand and Deliver. But right now, Giulia's getting ready. As for Soul, well, she's got it tough at Stand and Deliver. She's going to have to put her title on the line in a 6-woman ladder match, and we'll confirm all the competitors to you in this matchup tonight. And Giulia, the beautiful madness, is here. Let's not forget, she beat Stephanie at Vengeance Day, but she had to overcome a roadblock. And elsewhere tonight as well, we talked about last week at Roadblock, 2 new sets of Tag Team Champions. We're going to hear from Pretty Deadly here tonight. Yes, boy. And not only that, but it will be Piper Niven taking on Lash Legend, and she's got her eyes on the Tag Team titles. And this woman, a former NXT Women's Champion, looking to make a statement here tonight.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Well, Lyra has moved on from Becky Lynch. We've seen Becky Lynch recently on Raw popping up there. So her and Lyra's blood feud is over, with Lyra getting the victory. And now she's got eyes getting back her NXT Women's Championship. And like I said, what a fatal four-way it will be. But who's the woman going to be? Who's the fourth woman? We're not sure. I said we'll find out next week. But as for tonight, what a way to start. Well, you know, it's WrestleMania season, the Stand and Deliver season. A match of this caliber to start us off. There's only one woman left to welcome, and it's the former NXT Women's Champion. Well, Stephanie Vaquer, like I said, losing that title to Giulia, looking to bounce back. And not only a victory at Stand and Deliver, but here tonight to send a statement.
And from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie Vaquer.
And the crowd reaction to Stephanie, they really have accepted her as their own, as they should. Every single wrestler, of course, on NXT, but with Stephanie, it is a special relationship. And they'll be back in their Primera to get that title back at Stand and Deliver. But again, let's not forget, Stephanie has never faced Lyra, so this will be an interesting matchup. Of course, they are teaming tonight. We've got 2 champions, Soul and Giulia. I don't think Vaquer will be that bothered, if she is unsuccessful in the NXT Women's Championship, to go after the North American title held by Soul. Well, easier said than done. We're actually going to get down to the action right now. It's going to be Soul and Lyra First time ever matchup, it seems. As soon as I say that, Lyra tagging Stephanie. Or maybe this was part of the game plan, who knows? And Stephanie just going to pick apart Soul. I think we talk about the NXT Women's Division, just how stacked it is with a breakout tournament. And again, Giulia winning that tournament, get the opportunity for the NXT Women's title. Stephanie Vaquer beating Becky Lynch, the woman who beat Lyra Valkyra. So it is a small world after all. A Soul who beat Nikita Lyons for that North American Championship. It might get a pin now. Oh no, Lyra, last second. And again, these women so athletic. And now Stephanie, well, she wants Giulia to get the tag. She wants to prove who's number one. If you see these two women at Vengeance Day, still the show, and Giulia now raining down right hands. The thing with Giulia, is she 100%? You know, we talk about last week Jada Parker, and she kind of escaped with that Women's Championship. Well, I doubt Giulia would tell us if he wasn't feeling 100%. But there's no doubt after going something like that, Jada Parker was absolutely brilliant in that match. So unlucky, just coming up short, like we said, Giulia using her experience. And I think that is a difference when you look at Stephanie and Giulia compared to maybe a Soul and a Lyra. It's just that other world experience where they've both been, obviously Stephanie with Mexico and Giulia in Japan, but around the world, honing their craft and finally coming to NXT, whereas Lyra, don't get us wrong, on the independent scene in the UK, but with Soul, it is just trying to get the miles on the clock, so to speak. Well, without doubt, it's Giulia now got control. Stephanie, beautiful forearm. And these two women spoiling us here. Like I said, what a way to start NXT here tonight with a huge main event. And Stephanie now has got control of Giulia. And now a bit of tagging with Lyra. And Valkyra might not like teaming with other women, considering how her friendship with Becky Lynch ended up. But yeah, I'm supposed you've got to go over that at some point. Oh, no doubt about that. Lyra looking ever so good. Taunting with the crowd and letting Soul get the tag. And Ruca, we talk about inexperience, but again, the thing going for her right now is the no fear aspect. Again, she has been successful. She hasn't got much wrong. And again, with experience, you kind of learn with defeats, and Soul has been on fire. Okay, Soul, just a different level when it comes to athleticism. Honestly, I don't think I've seen anything like it in WWE, just a pure athlete. Now Lyra, a little bit smaller than a Soul. She doesn't mind getting out of it. And now again we see with the Exploder. And it's Lyra trying to get the pin now. Only a 1 count. Again, Soul does not want to be the one pinned here. She knows she's got 5 women chomping at the bit. Well, again, Soul now taking down Lyra. Oh my word. And we mentioned Jada Parker. Jada Parker is going to get another opportunity at a championship. She will be in that ladder match with Soul, Ruca. Not only her, but we're going to have Shotzi, Blair Davenport, who has been screwed out of title shots numerous times. Of course, Nikita Lyons, the former champion. And again, part of the breakout tournament, Alani Jordan. So 5 hungry young women wanting Soul Ruca's championship. And watch it on now, Soul is impressing against Lyra. And Giulia might be looking to end things now. They're going for that knee, but Lyra caught her. And imagine if Lyra can get a pin over the NXT Women's Champion. That's beautifully done. And it's Stephanie Vaquer looking for that tag. She has not been let in this matchup so far. There's Giulia now. Going to go up. Oh, misses. A coup de grace. And a kick. Brilliantly done by Lyra. Could this be over? Soul thinks so as well. Oh. Well, Soul came in. And again, Lyra, gets caught there. And diving out to Soul Ruca. And unlike Lyra, come back in, and Giulia on the apron. And Giulia with a headbutt. And Lyra might be out here. And that was some headbutt, no. Now Valkyra up. And again, what a way to start NXT here tonight. Giulia with a slap. And now Giulia trying to build a bit of momentum. The kick missed. And now it's Stephanie in. And Stephanie, beautiful. With a drop kick. And now a headbutt. Nicely done. Now Stephanie knows what she's doing, going for a cover. Oh, Giulia just will not stay down. And again, Stephanie trying to control it. I don't know how even these two women are. And Giulia with a forearm shot. And now Stephanie responds with the insecurity. Well, Lyra gets a tag. Giulia needs a tag as well, but I don't think she's going to get one. There's Lyra now setting up the Nightwing. And not many kick out of this. Giulia is done. Wow. Well, Soul Ruca couldn't get back in. And Lyra Valkyra sends a huge statement here tonight. Pinning the NXT Women's Champion. And she might be the favourite now. Head into Stand and Deliver. As we see highlights of the match, and Soul started strong. But let's not forget, that could all change next week when we find out who the fourth woman is. And again, it's not anybody in the North American title match of Soul, so it'd be interesting to see if it's a breakout tournament or is it someone, a free agent, so to speak. But tonight, it was all about Stephanie and Lyra. And they worked together as a team. And Giulia was saved then after that kick. Well, Soul came in to stop it. And Giulia, after that headbutt, looked to put Lyra down. But in the end, it was a Nightwing. And like I said, not many kick out. And Lyra gets a 1-2-3 over the NXT Women's Champion. First time Giulia's been pinned in NXT.
Here are your winners, the team of Lyra Valkyria and Stephanie Vaquer.
Now Lyra, Stephanie celebrating a victory here tonight. What a way to start. And we've got plenty more still to come. And again, Jada Parks will be angry with me. It's not the first time Giulia's been pinned, but it's a huge statement from Lyra as we kick off NXT here tonight. I don't want her after me. Well, welcome back to NXT. And that was 2 weeks from Stand and Deliver. This man has to find an opponent.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 214 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Well, it may be all ego, but you have to credit Ethan Page after the performance against Andrade. No disqualification, and somehow came out with that championship. What do you mean somehow? He's the greatest North American champion of all time. He doesn't care. He said, bring on anybody to Stand and Deliver. Well, if that's the case, if he wants the next man out here, that might be a mistake from old Ego. I suppose it says it in his name. Oh, Ethan Page patiently waiting. And oh, this might be trouble for Ethan Page. This boy is bouncy.
And his opponent from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, Javon Evans.
Well, what a night it is. We start off with that classic women's tag team matchup. We've got Oba Femi versus Omos in the main event, and now Javon Evans is here, the young OG, ready to confront Ethan Page, and he wants his shot at Stand and Deliver. We'll give it to him. And credit to Javon Evans coming out here, and Ethan Page is not happy about that. And Javon's saying, come on. And Ethan Page might try and attack him, and Javon, oh my God! Well, Evans just flew. And again, well, the young OG up to the top. Oh my God. Well, Ethan Page somehow right away of that. Couldn't stop the forearm there. My God, take your breath away. The offense of the Javon Evans. Oh my word. Looks like Stand and Deliver might have started early here tonight. And Ethan Page is in all sorts of trouble. Oh. And again, trying to take Javon down. Oh, and stopping him there. That was nice. And now all Ego send a message, Javon, you can't come out here and take my spot. Well, Javon is not laughing anymore, and this got serious really, really quick. And again, all Ego is here. And the young OG's in trouble. And this could be it. Or Ethan Page now. Well, Javon laughing, smiling at the opportunity, but this is what you get. Oh. And Javon managing to fight it, and now off the top again. And this time, can he hit the spot? Javon, oh my word. I'll put the cherry on top. Javon Evans wants it shot. My word. Well, Javon Evans blew out the gates. I see the beautiful elbow drop. And the insecurity there, taking Page out, but Ethan was fighting back. Like I said, don't come out and challenge a champion. I think you can get away with it. And the Ego's edge. But Javon survived it somehow. Again, second one as well. And if it was made official, what a match we've got for Stand and Deliver for the North American title. Look at that, Javon. Flying in the air, not once, but twice.
Here is your winner, Javon Evans.
And that's how you make a statement in NXT. And up next, we're going to see our new Women's Tag Team Champions in action. But I'll be looking at our new North American champion. He said he's bouncy and he's ready for Stand and Deliver. Well, welcome back to NXT, and like we said, our new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions are here. Shh! It's Chelsea, all right? Let her have a moment. All right, calm down. Well, they did do it, beating a Pure Fusion Collective.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Chelsea Green from Ayrshire, Scotland. One half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Piper Niven.
Well, Piper Niven will be in singles action here. But she was really the MVP last week against Baszler and Zoe Stark, who will be back for an opportunity. But right now, Green and Niven have already got their next challenges. Let's not forget Jakara Jackson, Lash Legends impact, ruining Green and Niven's very first title defense it was. And that's going back to Halloween Havoc, and now winning back those titles after all that grief. And lo and behold, the team, we talked about the breakout tournament earlier with the women, the division is so stacked, and Metaphor are ready to get the gold. Call them Metaphor, call them Meta Girls, call them money.
And her opponent, accompanied by Jakara Jackson, representing Metaphor from Atlanta, Georgia, Lash Legend.
Again, NXT moves fast. We talk about Stand and Deliver, and we've just got confirmation as well. It's official. Ethan Page will face Javon Evans for the North American title. But if Lash Legend can get a victory tonight, it will be Metaphor versus Green and Niven at Stand and Deliver. Well, again, we talk about implications for Stand and Deliver, the main event as well. With Trick Williams as a referee, it will either be Oba Femi or Omos who will face Trick for that championship. Well, let's just focus on these two. Look at Jakara Jackson, looking in excellent shape. Of course, Lash Legend. A vicious Lash extension. I'll avoid that. Yeah, alright. We'll see what happens here. Piper Niven the powerhouse, and so is Lash Legend. Now these women just going to meet in a ring. And again, Piper with a roll up. Oh, well, that was early. And Niven has been so impressive, but oh my God, Lash. Well, Lash Legend recovering their own path, and Jackson, who did suffer an injury, but now is 100%. And Lash might suffer an injury then, trying to pick up Piper Niven. Well, Niven is an elite fighter, there's no doubt about that, and a true friend. We talk about giving up her opportunity at the US title with Chelsea Green, who made it all the way to the final, coming up short against Io Sky. But Niven has been the driving force, and again we see, I think the strategy is for Piper putting away Lash early if she can, because she is worrying about that power. Well, as we mentioned in the open as well, talk about experience. Piper has been and done that, and oh, again, Lash's inexperience comes through. And now Jackson on the apron, and does she really want to get involved? As Piper now with a big clothesline. To be fair, Jackson's not getting involved so far. Now right in front of us. Oh, they fight, and it's Lash now. Oh, whose power might be a little bit negated as we speak about with Piper Niven, and these women don't want to be counted out here. And they might just be Piper. Oh my God, sending Lash into the stairs. Not like this. Well, this is going to be it. Piper Niven's going to get a count out. Well, we see the highlights here, and wait a minute, Ava. Well, Ava is telling us to restart this matchup. Well, welcome back, and like I said, Ava's not going to let it finish on a count out. So here we go, we're going to continue this fight. And again, a proper collar and elbow tie-up now. Oh, Niven started so strong. And again, hit the signature on the outside. The count out, but Ava wants to find out what's going on. If Piper's going to win, pin for the submission now. That's interesting. Ava, our general manager, taking the time out, helping out Lash legend Jakara Jackson. Or maybe she just doesn't want Pure Fusion Collective to get another opportunity. And Niven is looking to put Lash away, irregardless of what we've seen already. Lash is back up and just comes up short again. Niven has been in control of this matchup. And Niven now just taking out Lash. Going for the cover. Oh, Lash, she has taken a lot of punishment in this match, but up at 1. And Niven's surprised, and now Legend gonna drive Piper back. And this is what Lash can do. And again, locking up Piper now. Pushing back Legend. The referee get involved in this. And Niven now trying to finish it. And Lash. Oh my god, the huge boot. And now we just see the attack. Niven in the corner. Uh oh, no, not again, not like this. Getting back in the ring. We don't want to count out. We don't want Ava out here a second time. Well, maybe she just should have made it no count out. I'm just saying. Well, no, Piper realising Ava wants this finished in the ring. And now Piper, very, very confident. Oh, and Lash gonna pick up Piper and a chokeslam. Oh my god. Omos-esque. Going in for the cover. No, Niven somehow kicked out. Well, Lash knows her chances here. And Piper now. We saw her hit this on the outside and oh, inside. Might be job done. Lash is out. No. Well, I think the next big move wins it for either woman right now. And Piper looks like trying to hit it. And Lash, though, getting to her feet. Oh, and a huge shot to the midsection. And now Lash. The Lash extension. Oh, my God. Flattens Niven into the cover. And Piper kicks out. Well, Lash cannot believe it. And Niven still in this matchup somehow. Uh-oh. These two women taken to the next level. Well, Piper wants Lash's best shot. There's two women now. Fighting with everything they got. And oh my God, what a forearm. And Lash has had enough playing around. Piper was taken down. Is she going to be taken out? Have we got new number one contenders to the tag team titles with this? Lash into the cover. No, Piper. What is it going to take? Well, Niven has given everything in this match. And Lash saying it is done. It's over. And now Piper. Oh, Piper driver. Oh my God. Niven hits it. Lash is done. No. Oh, what a match. Well, thank goodness Ava. And again, the fans chanting fight forever. Thank God Ava restarted this matchup. And now Niven. Oh, into the corner and missed. And now Lash. for the third time. Oh, Lash extension. Piper down. And Legend gets a win. What a match. Wow. As we see the highlights of this, these two women just beat the ever-loving shit out of each other, would be fair to say. Excuse my language. Unbelievable stuff. Well, I see the highlights. And Lash, look at this. Huge soap slam to Niven. My God. But Piper wouldn't give up. Piper had to fight and the heart of a champion. But Lash just kept giving her best shot. Look at that strength from Piper picking up Lash Legend. And again, 3 Lash extensions to finally get the job done. Piper just would not give up. Chelsea was trying to get the crowd behind them. And in the end, Lash gets the win. And at Stand and Deliver will be Green and Niven versus Lash Legends and Jakara Jackson. My word.
Here is your winner, Lash Legend.
Well, plenty more to come up. So a huge main event up next. We hear from our new male tag team champions, Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy. Yeah, welcome back to NXT. And before a huge main event, I was saying yes, boys. I was meant to say event. For a huge main event with Oba Femi and Omos, we are going to hear from our new NXT Tag Team Champions.
The following is a tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 357 pounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, Pretty Deadly.
It's right in the world. Everything is right in the world. When Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are the women's tag team champions, and Pretty Deadly are your NXT tag team champions. Look, the titles just fit them. It just suits. Well, I have to admit, Pretty Deadly beating Motor City Machine Guns at Roadblock. But there might be bigger problems for Pretty Deadly, because we already know Motor City Machine Guns and Fraxium await at Stand and Deliver. Yes, I'm going to say Stand and Deliver yet again, just to let you know how big it is. And we spoke about all the matches here tonight. And again, Pretty Deadly, yes boy. Kit Wilson, Elton Prince. It just suits them. Just looks great. Maybe a colour change, but we'll talk about their outfits, not the tag titles. Or would you calm down? You're not watching an episode of RuPaul now. Yes, boy! Well, their entrance just goes on and on, on and on. And we love it. And what are Kit and Elton going to say right now? And, uh-oh. Well, they're in trouble now. Because the family are here.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 472 pounds, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, the family.
Well, the last time we saw the family was a week before Roadblock, when Pretty Deadly took them out and took their spot in the tag team title match against Motor City Machine Guns. You see how that worked out for Pretty Deadly? And the family, I do not think they are here to congratulate the tag team champions. And we're just hearing the family have been added to that match at Stand and Deliver. It will be a 4-team tag team title matchup. Well, Tony D Stacks look great. And they're not happy about what Elton Prince and Kit Wilson did. Uh-oh, this is not good. And oh my God, Tony D taken out. And Pretty Deadly on the prowl. You talk about how dangerous they can be. And this might be curtains already. Wow, impressive from Pretty Deadly. Maybe they knew the attack was coming. Uh-oh. I didn't realise that attack was coming. And Tony D, forget about it. Oh, it's stacked. Uh-oh. And now Tony D got the chair. You remember what Pretty Deadly did with the steel chair? And, oh my God, Prince. Elton Prince in trouble. Well, someone needs to help Pretty Deadly here. Because the family look Pretty Deadly themselves. And, oh my God. Elton Prince in trouble. Elton Prince in trouble. I don't know if Kit Wilson wants to come in and help or not. Oh my God. And now Tony D wants to put the exclamation point on it. Forget about it. Not once, but twice the family. Oh my God. Send a message. Pretty Deadly are sleeping with their vicious here tonight. Well, Pretty Deadly started strong. But would you believe it, got overconfident. And Tony D'Angelo, my God, wiping out Kit Wilson and Elton Prince with a steel chair. Again, payback for what happened to the family. And they're looking to get their tag team titles back at Stand and Deliver. My word. Well, Stacks and Tony D look great. The only people not happy about it are Pretty Deadly. Wow.
Here are your winners, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, the family.
Will the family win tag gold at Stand and Deliver? And who will be in the main event of Stand and Deliver? We find out next with our main event of NXT. It is main event time on NXT. Trick Williams, special guest referee. But who will face him at Stand and Deliver? Will it be Oba Femi? Will it be Omos? We find out now. And what a night it's been on NXT. The road to Stand and Deliver is clear, with just a couple of questions left to answer.
The following is a special referee match. Please welcome the special referee for this match, Trick Williams.
Well, the NXT champion Trick Williams leaving his title backstage to don the referee outfit, and it looks very good in it, I shall say. Let's not forget, whoop that trick. But the two questions remaining for Stand and Deliver will be who's going to face Trick Williams for the NXT title. And then next week, our final NXT before Stand and Deliver, we find out who the fourth woman is in that huge NXT Women's Championship matchup with, of course, Lyra, Valkyra, Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia. We're starting off the show today with that brilliant tag team matchup, and what a main event this will be. Well, Trick Williams finally beat Omos, the Nigerian giant, at Roadblock. And he has not beaten Oba Femi. They've never faced one-on-one. Will it be first time ever at Stand and Deliver? Well, we're going to find out. Right, so what a night. The excitement's in the air. And this man, and the ruler of NXT, even though he's not NXT champion, making his return. Doesn't go easy on himself, does he? Oh, just in awe of this man and his entrance. Oba Femi is here.
And the participants, first from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 273 pounds, Oba Femi.
Oba Femi confidently strutting to the ring. Wouldn't you? If you look like that, Oba Femi's ready. He knows he has to take on a giant, but he has slayed this giant before. But again, can lightning strike twice. Oba Femi is ready, and we still don't know, again, if Trick has a preference who he wants to face. Will that come into the outcome? I'm sure Ava, who's been pretty busy tonight, as we've spoken about, has told Trick not to get involved, just to make the count. Oba, look at that, cast a huge shadow on NXT. He's ready. And so are we. There's only one person missing. I say person. A monster. The Nigerian monster, the former NXT champion. And one thing standing in Oba Femi's way. Look at the size of him.
And his opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 416 pounds, the Nigerian Giant, Omos!
Omos sent Ricochet out of WWE, sent Carmella Hayes out of NXT. Wherever he's gone, destruction has soon followed. But this is his last chance to get on the Stand and Deliver card. And a man at his side, how dominant he has been in NXT the last 6 months, has been about these 3 men. And again, we saw the triple threat match at Vengeance Day when Trick won that title. Omos said he was screwed. All he has to do is beat Oba Femi. Who are you backing? Well, Omos is there, and Oba Femi's plan for Omos last time round was near perfect, but again, can it be that good? He hung in there. And this time he's got Trick to deal with, and Omos again straight away going for the kick, but Oba, trying to fight out of it, and nice power. And Oba Femi showing who's the boss, but oh my god, Omos is up. And again taken down, Oba Femi into the cover quickly. Oh, and Trick causing a rope break there, but it wasn't. And Oba wondering if he's going to have problems with Trick Williams, and oh my god, should worry about Omos. Well, Trick went down quickly, even though there wasn't a pin. It'll be interesting to see if anything develops in this matchup, but it is Oba Femi at this moment in time is in control. Well, maybe Omos is a little bit worried about what Oba Femi can bring. The only man that's really manhandled him in NXT. Now Oba already. These 2 men just will not give up, and Omos now. And a huge strike. Oba Femi saying, come on, give me your best one. Maybe that's not the best idea. Oh, and Omos wins the exchange there. And oh my god, spinebuster. And again, Trick down, but no count so far. And now chokeslam. Oh my god. And Omos might just do it. Oba, no, shoulder up. Well, was that maybe a slow count to Omos? At least he's treating them both fairly, I suppose. And Omos, uh-oh, he's in trouble. Oh my god. So Oba Femi's in trouble. Well, Trick counting. But we don't again end it on a count out. That's Omos. He doesn't really mind how it goes, I suppose. Slow, methodical. What Omos does best, but he knows he wants to beat Oba Femi in the ring. And Omos, showing a big move then, but Oba Femi blocked it in a throw. Oh my, did you see Omos then? And Oba going to cover, son. Finally into the cover. Trick. Oh no. Well, I think the count is consistent with both men. Oba couldn't put him down then. And now Omos. Oh my god, suplex. And now the boots. Oh, Oba. In a serious amount of trouble here. Well, we knew this would happen at some point in the matchup. But we forget how dominant Omos is, and where the hell is Omos going? Omos going up. Oh my god, superplex. Omos the size of him. And that rocks Oba Femi to his core. Oh my word, Oba. I had to think quick then. Femi might be in trouble. And now Omos. And again, choke slam. Planting him down. And that might be it. Oba's in trouble. And Femi kicks out again. Well, Omos can't believe it. Oba hasn't got a lot left in the tank, that's for sure. And oh, got enough. Rule out of the way, and Oba Femi going to the outside. And Oba Femi now. I don't know what his plan is. Came outside, and Omos is almost going to follow him. Trick. And a word, Oba Femi said he'd do what he wants. And was that mistaken? Oh my god, clothesline. Clothesline to Omos. And Oba Femi's got him up. Fall from grace. But I don't think Oba's finished. You see Oba with a crimson mask. Uh-oh. Omos is in serious trouble again. Oh my word. And Oba's not finished. Oh, the fans chanting one more time. But all the issues. Oh my god. Well, there's no way Omos can survive this. Oba Femi, the third fall from grace. Trick into the cover. And Oba Femi beats Omos. Well, there was no mucking around from Trick, who looks at his new number one contender at Stand and Deliver. First time ever it will be Oba Femi versus Trick Williams. But look at these highlights. Omos, the choke slam, and Trick into the cover. I don't know how Oba Femi kicked out of that. And again, the power from Femi compels you. My God, really coming in your house there. Trick. His count was fine, but Omos still had fight in him. And this superplex from Omos. But you wonder if it took as much out of him as it did Oba Femi, because Femi took it to a different level after that. Well, no doubt about that. Femi managed to kick out the choke slam. The third time, not the second time. That was nearly done. Well, at this point, it looked like Omos was on his way to Stand and Deliver. But Femi would not give up, and 3 fall from graces. You see the power that it took in the ring. My word, vicious from Oba Femi here. And again, picking Omos up, throwing him like he was a small child. And then to end it all, the third fall from grace. Trick Williams had no problem making the count and find out who his new number contender is.
Here is your winner, Oba Femi.
Oba's bloody, but he's not beaten. He will face Trick Williams for the first time ever at Stand and Deliver. But thank you very much for watching here tonight. We really appreciate it. Good night, everybody. Oba Femi is your ruler.